Hi, Jeff here today to talk to you about your subconscious mind and what your subconscious mind might do in as holding belief systems, right? You may have these belief systems that are in your subconscious mind that you don't even know you have. And through a system created by Dr. Bradley Nelson, several systems, he's got the emotion code and advanced into the body code and advanced into the belief code. So I'm following the model of what Dr. Bradley Nelson has created, and I'm offering sessions to help identify those potential subconscious belief systems that might be hindering you or stopping you from achieving things that you want to achieve, right? Like, do you find that maybe your relationships are just always not quite right? There's always a little strife or something going on underlying your relationships, and you feel like you're doing this conscious effort to make your relationships great. Possibly there's an underlying subconscious belief system that is causing that, or around finances, around money, like you can't seem to find the right job to help you get good financial abundance. Maybe there's an underlying subconscious program, again, that's hindering you from achieving that. So you can think of that as the subconscious programming, or this belief system underneath is just broadcasting these messages out of who knows what, right? I'm not worthy of the money, I'm not worthy of a healthy relationship, and statements like that. So if you have that running as a background underlying program, and your mind is just picking up on that consistently, you may consciously want to have a great relationship and make a lot of money and have the perfect job and all those things. But if you got this message coming constantly in the background at a low level, you're going to make all the degree of success and all those other things much more difficult. But when you find and identify these things and start getting them out of there, then the magic starts to happen. So what we do then is we use muscle testing to connect with and talk with your subconscious mind, and asking yes/no questions to identify, is there a belief system? If we use an example of finances, you could say, if I use ring and ring testing, you say, is there a belief system that is hindering this individual from finding or achieving financial abundance? And then maybe you get a solid ring, and that would mean a yes. And then you could move into finding out what the belief system is about. And once you identify the whole system, then you look to eliminate the system, remove it, and possibly even install new beliefs that maybe enhance or build you more towards gaining more financial abundance in a hurry. So that can all be done through the muscle testing, talking through and connecting to myself as a practitioner, or anyone else who you know is aware of that can do this work, and identifying these things, and then with a loving intention have them removed from your system or from your mind or your subconscious mind, and then you proceed into success, possibly, right? So let me give you more detail then how this whole thing works. So if you think of the analogy of a tree, this is really how brilliant the understanding that Dr. Bradley Nelson has created in his understanding of belief systems, that it's not just like one layer, one level of beliefs, that there's up to 4 different layers within a belief system, and there's a variety of different belief systems. So let's just look at the belief system as he created it or identified it. So his thought then is, if you look at it as a tree, so the top of the tree, then the branches and the browse and things in the top of the tree, those things he would identify and call those negative programs. If my marker here will work, I'll write that on the board. Negative programs. So you may have multiple negative programs within one single system. Who knows? There could be anywhere, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 of them. And those, again, would be something referenced then to just the branches of the trees, or the brow or the top of the trees, negative programs. Then you can look into the trunk of the tree, and in and out of there you would find things that you could refer to as limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs out of what you would look at as the trunk of the tree. And then you get into the roots of the tree, and in the roots of the tree, that would be a section that you would refer to as faulty core beliefs. So that is a little more powerful or potent in its messaging to your subconscious mind. Faulty core belief. Sorry, my pen is dry marker isn't working the best. And then you can get into the last layer, the 4th layer, which would be actually the soil of the tree, and there you can see it's in the blue. And in and from the soil, then, if we look at that, that would be a faulty core identity. So really deep rooted and as to what you might believe deeply as or take on as an identity of who or what you are available for. Faulty core identity is the word I'm looking for. And again, so faulty core identity. Okay, and then beyond that, so you may find layers of, you may have, let's say, a few negative programs and a few negative limiting beliefs, or you may then have one, possibly two faulty core beliefs, and most often, if present, not always present, but maybe there might be one faulty core identity within that system. And like I mentioned, there's a variety of different types of systems, but we're not getting into that today. Just want to introduce you to the idea or the concept of a system. And then in and through that, the brilliance in this is beyond that is the other layers of the systems that Dr. Nelson has created. The body code and the emotion code are also enhanced or found within a body code, or excuse me, a belief code system, meaning that the soil, if you think of the soil then being filled with what? Nutrients, right? You think of how plants draw and pull out all the amazing nutrients that they need out of the soil to grow the carrot, to grow the apple tree, or whatever it is. From a negative perspective here, trapped within yourself, you may have trapped emotions, and those would be fuel to support the growth of this system to the detriment, right? As well as body imbalances, so things, trapped energies that are in the body that are creating imbalances, shifting of vertebrae, shifting of how well your brain or your organs or your glands or things function within your system, or your chakra or your energy systems are all affected by body code imbalances. So after you've identified the whole system as a tree, then you can look to the nutrients within the soil to see what's happening there or what's contributing and supporting the growth of that tree. You know, you may have done some personal work and possibly eliminated parts of this, but if you have stuff from the soil feeding, you can think of like weeds. How many weeds have you pulled out, and next spring it comes right back, it's there again. And then unless you get the entirety of the full root out, so we get the whole system, and then all the nutrients that might be contributing to, again, supporting that system out. So those are all identified, like I said, through muscle testing, and we referenced just some charts for some reference of ideas of what the belief statements might be behind, and as they're identified, and with your intention and understanding that, okay, I'm unworthy, you notice that, or I'm bad. Maybe there was some programming when you in your youth, a teacher or somebody in your life said you did something wrong. You said you're bad, and that was repeated over and over. And but before too long, you take that on as a belief, and it gets added on to more and more of this tree system. So you can build in more and more to the system. Anyway, so once everything is identified, you use a loving intention. You can trace your governing meridian in reverse to help eliminate or integrate is a better word, the imbalances that are found. So you look to, the big point here, I would say, is one, identifying and then bringing them into the light to be seen and to be known by your conscious mind. That you have all these beliefs in place, that you have these trapped emotions contributing to, and you have these body imbalances that are contributing to. Then we look to release them so they can be integrated and become part of a better, more loving system, and integrated into something better and something more. So that, again, can be done with the removing or the changing of, with a loving intention, and by tracing your governing meridian in reverse. And then once that is all eliminated and gone, well, wow, then maybe you have room for improvement on, for example, the example we were following along with financial abundance, or again, it could be anything you're working along with. So if you're unfamiliar with some of those other aspects, the emotion code and the body code, you can look into those yourself and find more detail and information on it. But magically, you can do one of these sessions. We can do these in person, or we can do them not in person, meaning you could be anywhere else but where I am, and we can connect. I can connect with you subconsciously through my subconscious mind, your subconscious mind, and answer these questions and find those things out for you. And then together we can look with our loving intention to release them, and then magic things can happen. So there's a little bit of an understanding of how what a belief code system might look like in a representation of a tree, how we can identify it through muscle testing, find out about it, and then remove it for your benefit. There's some other aspects within a session, an energy session, that would help make it more efficient, and the processing of and the integrating of more efficient and effective for your benefit, which is fantastic. And I'll maybe address those in another video at another time, but just to give you a good analogy of how that works. So if you're kind of interested and you're wondering, maybe I do have subconscious beliefs that are hindering or slowing me down with success in who knows whatever area you can think of, you can look in the description of the video, and in there you can find a link for a discovery call. You can just use that link, set up a discovery call, meaning we just have a chat and we can talk about what maybe might be off, or what you're concerned about, or what you're thinking about, and I can explain in more detail. And if you feel it's a fit, we can proceed into booking a session. And if it doesn't seem right, doesn't seem like a good fit for you, no worries, no obligation there. You just we just have a chat and you say, sorry, Jeff, just doesn't jive, just doesn't work for me, and that's totally fine. Or maybe you say, yeah, this is cool, let's give this a go. And also in the description you'll find a link to my website, and you can find more detail, more information about energy sessions, belief code sessions there, energy coding sessions there. So there you go. There's an introduction to, or maybe a little more detail or a little understanding of how belief systems might be put together within your subconscious mind. And these, again, are subconscious belief systems. Conscious belief systems is a different thing. But these ones that are running in the subconscious, in the background, without your great knowledge or understanding of, are really hindering and problematic. So if you're interested and you want to learn more and possibly help to find and identify and remove subconscious belief systems, I would be thrilled to work with you. I've had some great success identifying some of my own and having those moved along and removed. So thanks for taking the time to watch. I look forward to sharing more information about energy medicine and energy ideas in the near future, and possibly maybe even you and I are having a conversation for a discovery call, and possibly sharing and helping you with eliminating a faulty belief systems in some fashion or some way. Thanks for taking the time. We'll be in touch. Talk soon. Thanks. Bye for now.